My dear friends, please, come in, sit comfortably, breathe deeply. Let us begin this moment together, not as strangers, but as fellow travelers on the path of awakening. I see in your eyes a deep yearning, a longing not just for answers, but for peace, clarity, and purpose. You have come here today seeking something that perhaps the world has not given you, a refuge, a sanctuary not built of bricks and stone, but of stillness, compassion, and truth. And that is why we are here together in this sacred sharing of the Dharma. In this modern world, we are connected more than ever before. With one click, we can speak to someone across the world, access libraries of knowledge, and consume more information in a day than our ancestors did in a lifetime. Yet, amidst all this connection, many feel disconnected. Amidst abundance, many feel a profound emptiness. It is not unusual. The outside world has evolved, but the inner world, the world of the heart, the mind, the spirit, still longs for something deeper. And it is here that Buddhism has a precious role to play. Buddhism is not a religion of dogma. It is a way of understanding, a way of seeing the world and ourselves clearly. It invites us to wake up from the dream of suffering and to step gently into the clarity of the present moment. And in this modern age, with all its distractions, this invitation is more precious than ever. Let me share a story, one that has echoed through centuries. It is about a young man named Angulimala. He was once feared throughout the land, known as a ruthless killer. He wore a garland of fingers around his neck, each one taken from a victim. But one day, he encountered the Buddha. The Buddha did not run, nor did he fight. He walked calmly, radiating compassion. Angulimala tried to chase him, but strangely, he could not catch up. He called out, "Stop, monk." And the Buddha, still walking, replied, "I have stopped. It is you who has not stopped." In that moment, Angulimala's heart opened. He threw down his weapons and fell to his knees. He became a monk, and later, a fully awakened being. If even a murderer could transform through mindfulness and compassion, what does that say about the potential in each of us? Modern spirituality is not about escaping the world. It is about engaging with it, with wisdom. When we speak of mindfulness today, many think it is simply about relaxing or taking a break from stress. But mindfulness is far deeper than that. It is the path to awakening. It is the key that unlocks the prison of our suffering. When you bring mindfulness to your breath, you are no longer a slave to the past or future. When you bring mindfulness to your thoughts, you are no longer at war with yourself. When you bring mindfulness to your actions, you are no longer lost in reactivity, but moving with intention. There's a simple teaching I often return to. It is the teaching of the Four Noble Truths. The Buddha said, "There is suffering, there's a cause to suffering. There is an end to suffering, and there's a path that leads to the end of suffering." These are not beliefs. These are truths we can see in our own lives. You suffer, don't you? Maybe from grief, maybe from fear, from anger, from loneliness. The Buddha never said suffering is a punishment. He simply said, look at it. Investigate it. Don't turn away. Why are we angry? Why do we hurt? When you truly look, without judgment, something begins to shift. You begin to understand. And understanding is the seed of peace. In our modern life, we often try to fix suffering by running away from it. We distract ourselves with entertainment, with achievement, with buying more, doing more. But the truth is, what we run away from only grows bigger. Buddhism teaches us to turn inward, not to escape the world, but to meet it with a heart that is awake. There's another story I hold close to my heart. It is the story of Kisa Gotami. She was a mother, and like all mothers, she loved her child dearly. But one day, her baby fell ill and died. She could not accept it. With the lifeless child in her arms, she went from house to house, begging someone to bring him back to life. People turned her away until someone told her, "Go see the Buddha." She found the Buddha and cried, "Please, Master, give me medicine for my son." The Buddha looked at her with great compassion and said, "Bring me a mustard seed from a home that has not known death." Relieved, she ran off. But every home she visited, they had all known death. Some lost children, some lost parents, some lost spouses. And slowly, the truth dawned on her. Her suffering was not hers alone, it was shared. It was human. She returned to the Buddha, empty-handed but transformed. She buried her child and entered the path of awakening. She learned to turn sorrow into compassion, grief into wisdom. This is what Buddhism offers us, not escape from pain, but the transformation of pain into awakening. Many of you are seeking peace. And that peace is not something outside of you. It is already within you. The Dharma does not add anything new to you, it simply reveals what is already there. Just as clouds cover the sun, your thoughts and worries may cover your inner light. But the light has never left you. You only need to stop, breathe, and remember. I invite you to practice this remembering. Wake up each morning with a pause. Before looking at your phone, before starting your day, place your hand on your heart. Take a breath. Say to yourself, "I am here." That is the beginning of your spiritual path. No temples needed, no robes. Just presence. Every act of kindness is a prayer. Every moment of awareness is a meditation. Every step taken with compassion is a step toward enlightenment. In the midst of modern noise, Buddhism whispers to us, "Come home." Not to a building, but to your own being, to the silence between your thoughts, to the love beneath your fear, to the clarity within your confusion. Even as you face challenges, sickness, heartbreak, doubt, remember, these too are teachers. The lotus only blooms in muddy water. Your pain is not your enemy. It is your path. I once met a man who had everything: wealth, fame, influence. But he could not sleep at night. He told me, "Something is missing." I asked him, "Do you know how to sit quietly for 5 minutes and just breathe?" He said no. So we sat together. He cried. Not because of sadness, but because for the first time in years he felt alive. That is the power of mindfulness. It brings you back to the sacredness of now. You are not broken. You are simply unaware of your wholeness. You are not lost. You are on a journey. And this journey is not about becoming someone else. It is about coming back to who you truly are. Buddhism in modern spirituality is like a lamp in the darkness. It doesn't tell you where to go. It simply shows you where you are. And once you see clearly, your next step becomes obvious. So walk gently, dear ones. Speak kindly, live mindfully. And remember, you are already enough. Nothing more is needed. The Buddha did not teach perfection. He taught presence. And before we part today, I offer you this. Let each moment be your teacher. Let your breath be your anchor. Let your heart be your guide. When you suffer, do not run, sit with it. Listen and learn. When you rejoice, do not cling, breathe it in and let it go. This is the dance of life. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be peaceful. May you be free. And if this teaching has brought you peace or stirred something within your heart, I gently invite you to support this journey of wisdom by subscribing to our channel, Buddha's Wisdom. Together, let us continue to walk this beautiful path, hand in hand, heart to heart, moment by moment. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being. Thank you for your presence. Namo Buddhaya.